What is Meat Standards Australia beef? Meat Standards Australia is the world's leading eating quality program for beef. Commercially launched in 1999, MSA has become widely adopted in Australia and recognised internationally. But what does MSA mean in relation to what our Aussie producers are doing on farm? Through years of research and development, it's been found that stress-free cattle produce the best meat. As a result, MSA grading requires producers and processors to apply quality of life guidelines for the welfare, nutrition, genetic improvement and transport of livestock. But how do these high MSA standards in the paddock or pen impact what we experience on the plate? Accredited MSA graders collate this producer and processor information to ensure it's eligible to receive an MSA grade, and then assess important scientific characteristics of each carcass to predict its eating quality. On arrival, all MSA registered livestock must be accompanied by MSA vendor declarations and transport documentation to verify they meet the on-farm requirements. Ticket scan. In an abattoir, as carcasses are processed, a ticket is attached and scanned to record the production date, carcass weight and individual number. This initial step is critical as it ensures traceability is maintained along the supply chain. Hump height. All breeds of cattle are eligible for MSA grading, although as tropical breed content increases, eating quality decreases. This is one of the reasons hump height is taken into account, along with carcass weight, to estimate the tropical breed effect. Eye muscle area. Eye muscle area is an indicator of yield and measures the size of the longissimus dorsi muscle in square centimetres. Ossification. The maturity of a carcass is measured by ossification, which is the process of cartilage turning to bone in the vertebrae. This is scored using the AusMeat maturity reference standards.
As ossification increases, tenderness decreases.
Marbling. Marbling, which refers to the fine flecks of intramuscular fat, has a direct impact on the flavour and tenderness of some cuts. MSA uses two systems to measure marbling. The AusMeat score provides a general indication of the amount of marbling, while the MSA score looks closer at marbling distribution and fleck size. Meat colour. The colour of the ribeye muscle is assessed using these AusMeat colour chips and scored against the nationally approved standard. Fat colour. Fat colour is assessed at the quartered site, also using AusMeat colour chips. Rib fat. Rib fat is a measurement of subcutaneous or external fat at the quartering site. The MSA required minimum is 3 millimetres.
A requirement of the MSA grading program is to ensure that all carcasses have an even and adequate fat distribution. Where carcasses are void of fat and dehydration has occurred, there will be an increase in toughness in those outer layers of the muscle.
pH. pH is a measure of lactic acid and is recorded in conjunction with temperature. This is measured in the ribeye muscle using a pH meter and must be below 5.71. High pH meat typically has a coarse texture, is less tender and results in cooking inconsistencies. All of these measurements are entered into the handheld data capture unit. The carcass is given an overall value and then the individual cuts are assigned eating quality grades. Only carcasses that meet all the specifications are identified as MSA graded. The measurements are also shared with the producer. This means that farmers can manage their practices to deliver a premium product. Beef can be cooked in many different ways, which is why choosing the right cut is a key factor in ensuring a quality eating experience. All MSA graded cuts receive at least one recommended cooking method, pairing cuts with cooking styles to consistently deliver consumer satisfaction. Meat Standards Australia is an endorsement of eating quality that underpins beef brands. The world-leading MSA program is delivered by Meat and Livestock Australia. To find out more, visit mla.com.au/MSA.